Anomaly on sensors. We're on course.
I can't believe how much the weather changed. I think I even saw a cloud.
Get out of my base.
Hey, I recognize your insignia. Your Nexus, right? A Pathfinder. Kent Halsey, Nexus Security.
Must be a reason you're here. Is there a problem?
Not with the Nexus. This is a personal matter. My sister Isabel fell in with the wrong people. She joined the rebellion and was exiled to Kadara. Somehow, she pissed off enough people to end up in this hellhole.
Your security and your sister's a troublemaker. Puts you in an awkward situation.
I don't care about that. I'm here to find her. I know she can't come back to the Nexus, but we can start over on Kadara. Together.
You're a good brother, Kent.
Don't congratulate me yet. The problem is, I underestimated this planet. I don't have a vehicle or a way to survive the heat. I'm stuck before I've even started.
Don't worry. I can track Isabel down for you.
I hoped you'd say that. I think the salvager from Kadara has info on her. She wouldn't give me anything, but maybe you can get her talking.
temperature at the Paradise is currently 32 degrees Celsius, Pathfinder.
That's quite a change. The vault really did its job.
What are you looking at?
To be honest, I'm curious about what's going on here.
What's going on is none of your damn business. Keep walking, or I'm gonna shoot out your knees.
I thought the rule was no guns.
That won't protect you outside the gates. If you see me there, you better run.
Pathfinder, is it necessary to engage with this individual? I don't see how it helps our cause.
Right. Let's just back away slowly, guys.
About time.
Ryder, I heard that little exchange. I don't understand it. They screened every initiative applicant. How did so many of them end up violent and unstable?
You think something's up?
That's what I want to find out. Can you scan the scavengers here in the Paradise and transmit the data to me? And, you know, be discreet.
What are you looking at?
Fair exchange.
Why? Because you say it is.
Stop shushing me. Strux should be leader of the Chanka.
Don't have to be so loud about it, Saul.
He's from Clan Dragal, and you and me, that means something.
You're right, Betcha. Just need the colony on our side.
Are you Jorgal Strux?
Maybe. You who I think you are?
Scott Ryder, Pathfinder for the Initiative. You asked me to meet you here?
Yeah, I did. Thanks for coming.
Losing the Krogan was a big deal to a lot of us in the Initiative. Some of my best friends are Krogan.
That's right. I didn't want to leave the Nexus, but I needed to support my people and my clan.
So, trouble at the colony?
It's heading to a bad place.
We can't be there anymore.
Morta's become a tyrant.
Did she kick you out?
Hasn't come to that yet, so we're laying low. I want to keep my eye on her. She's planning a strike against the Nexus, that much we know.
Drac trusts Morta, and I trust Drac.
Hearn, Morta's leading the colony for a reason. She's tough, but that's good. You're not there, Drac. Morta is going to rip this colony apart. And then we're all going to die.
Krogan dying? Your homeworld's worse than this place.
Everyone needs food and water, even Krogan. Morta's rationing. My group thinks the Krogan should make peace with the Nexus.
We need the Krogan, and the Krogan need us. We all came to Andromeda as one. We should at least try to fix this.
Well, there won't be a colony to make peace with if Morta ruins it. You don't believe me? Go to the Krogan colony yourself and see what she's planning. Talk to Ravenar Brink. He's one of us, on the inside.
If the safety of the Nexus is really on the line, I'll go. Better hope she doesn't shoot me on sight.
Yeah, that'd be a bad omen.
Getting close to New Tuchanka.
Welcome back, Drac.
Keep up the good work, kid.
You see Forn's back?
Where was he this time?
Wouldn't say. Probably out picking weeds again.
Saw the worm bust straight through an old ship? Not a scratch on it.
Some think it's invincible. Doubt it. Not to a Krogan. Soft, squishy human like you should probably steer clear of the wildlife out there.
You said something about a worm?
Not a worm. The worm. Huge. Invincible. You can't miss it. It pops out of the dunes from time to time. Plows down everything in its path.
Do I have to worry about it attacking?
Far as we can tell, it doesn't care about us, one way or the other. But stay out of its way. It'll barrel right through you, tear you to pieces.
Thanks for the heads up.
She'll run this place into the ground.
Bad karma naming it New Tuchanka. Bet those scavengers are roasting out there.
Any luck out there? Got a few shuttle parts out by Hell's Promise. Nothing good. How much you want for that? Hear about the Nexus wanting us back?
So the squishies finally realized they're screwed out here. Well, it's gonna take a lot more than oops, my bad to scratch out what they did.
You hear Gar? If you head out worm hunting, let me know. I'll plan your funeral.
You want to play the heavy for a criminal? Why come all this way? You could have been a pet back on Omega.
Shut up.
Morta ever stop barking orders? Just let me go out there. You only get my way. Tried one of those blue mushrooms? Bad idea.
Been out of the Sea of Ataraxia? Pretty wild out there.
Saw the worm out there again.
You Ravenor Brank? Struck sent me. He said that you...
Yes. Find me later near the fighting pit.
Hey, Nexus. I'm the one you talk to around here.
Are you Morta?
I'm Nakmor Morta, Overlord of the Krogan in Helios.
Overlord?
Drac, Kesh said you had a new job.
She didn't tell me you did.
And you're the celebrated Pathfinder from the Hyperion, found at last.
I'm Ryder.
This is thrilling. I've never stood so close to a Pathfinder before. Mostly because the Krogan never got one. Welcome to New Tuchanka.
I understand you and your people are pissed off.
Humans were welcomed into the Citadel Council with open arms, while the Krogan endured centuries of oppression. You have no idea. Your understanding only makes me mad.
Okay, gotcha. Loud and clear.
Why are you here, Pathfinder? To see what a successful colony looks like.
Our outposts are new. We could use the advice.
Your manipulation is so transparent. No advice for you. Only regret. Watch. The Krogan will thrive and the initiative will pay. Get out of my face before I smash it.
A pleasure catching up with the new Krogan hierarchy. See you soon.
Morta's a hard ass, but that surprised even me. Not good.
Yeah. Maybe.
She said the initiative will pay. That's us. That's scary.
Let's talk to Brank before we freak out.
Swing by when you ain't so busy playing hero. We'll catch up. Sure thing, Grot. I have stories, let me tell you. Ryder, this is Grot, an old friend. Practically built this whole place. Don't let the fact that he's hurt not bother you. We can't help it. What do you think of the colony? Pretty great, huh?
When you said colony, I didn't think you meant this. Why didn't you tell me, Drac?
Wasn't sure about you at first. Now that I know I can trust you.
It's something else, all right.
Isn't it, though? Tricky to set up out here, but worth it. I'm guessing you have questions.
There's a lot of prefab materials here. And shuttles.
Some of it was gear we had stored away on the Nexus. The rest we sort of stole when we left. Not like anyone was gonna stop us.
You seem at home here, Drac.
And you're not getting any younger. Ever think of retiring? The day you dig my grave.
Sad honor that'll be.
How long has the colony been here?
Since we left the Nexus, after the mutiny.
Just like that? Leave the Nexus, start a colony?
We're Krogan, kid. We can live anywhere. Could have parked our tails on a volcano and handled it just fine.
How do you know Drac?
We mined together back when our quads had barely dropped. Now I just can't seem to get rid of him.
I'll talk to you later.
Don't forget to talk to Hart. He's in Vorn's greenhouse.
Another leak?
Damn exile scraps won't hold together for one other week. Look, we're no left into the fight then. No mercy. Stay attentive.
Varka, listen to yourself.
I know what I saw. Did that worm think I wouldn't notice? It's my squad, not Gren's, and I'll be damned if I let them take orders from him.
Ran into some of those scavengers on patrol.
Want to double your creds? Blood pressure's always been.
Raven or Brank?
Quiet. Anyone tells Morda I'm talking to you and I'm kicked out.
Last thing I want to do is jeopardize the Nexus or this colony.
Me neither. Or Clan Ravenor. Or Clan Jorgo. Or Clan Urdnot. Some in Clan Nakmor too.
Okay, got it.
Did you see the crashed ship as you landed? Morda's after the drive core.
Why? That's remnant tech. She can't activate it.
What are you talking about? She's building a bomb.
With a drive core as a power source? Sam?
Dangerous to those handling it, but, in the end, very possible.
Demolition teams have been busting down walls for months, battling those robots and scavengers. Lots here want peace with the Nexus. If Morda gets that drive core, boom, it's over. Now get away from me.
Thanks, Brank. This time things will be different.
He did say bomb, right?
Want to double your creds? Blood threshers always win. You know, I got that Adi myself. Knocked it out, shackled it, and shoved it in my shuttle.
Hey, Nexus, back me up. The initiative did cure the genophage like they promised, right?
Not a cure. They've made some good progress.
Barely. There's no point in getting our hopes up.
It's our duty to populate the colony with strong, not more offspring. Am I right?
Have you tried having kids before?
Of course. Before the journey and after and often. We just need to keep trying.
Doesn't hurt to try.
It's easy for you to say. Your children don't die in their eggs.
This is a new life for the Krogan. Anything can happen.
Pathfinder's right. We're starting over.
We've actually got a shot at having a kid now.
Let's continue this discussion later.
Tickets for Team Ren Call sold here. Hey, want to bet on Team Ren Call? Come on, what do you say?
Not right now.
Maybe later then. Nexus, how about you? Elaaden ain't a place for wimps, but it's kicking your human ass.
Yeah, ha! No thresher maws on Earth to practice on.
I do okay.
I'd like to see it. Next time we go out looking for fiends, we'll take you.
Fiends? Yeah, they're tough. How about we find an architect? Throw that in the mix.
Now we're talking. Might kill us. But that sounds fun.
You're okay, Nexus. That's a sure winner by now. Now it's off like a week.
Want to do something fun post-credits?
Now it's off right between those things.
Get away from Morton.
At least the scavengers haven't attacked us yet.
Don't have permission to approach Morton.
What do you want me to do?
Handle it, Cortic, or I will.
Half the time, I feel like I'm the only one holding this colony together.
Trouble?
Varka and Gren fought together back home, side by side, but always in competition. Made them stronger. Now they have no enemies to fight, so they're fighting each other. I can see the tension building, colonists taking sides. This is how clan wars start.
A divided colony will never survive out here.
Which is why we need to act fast. Best way to stop this feud is to perform a rite of union.
Which is?
Shove them into a ring with a beast. Make them fight as a team. Defeating a common foe creates a powerful bond. Krogan don't take that lightly. Help me perform the rite, and we can hold this colony together.
How am I supposed to help with the rite?
For one, they need something to fight.
I hope you don't mean me.
No, but I do need you to help me drive a beast into the arena. Shamans make a special lure for this. Should help subdue it.
You really think Varka and Gren could cause a war?
Big problems can start out small, not taking any chances.
I'll do whatever I can to help.
Good. Set this lure out in the wilds to attract a fiend. The beast might be feisty at first, so stay on your toes. I'll keep Varka and Gren from each other's throats till you get back. Good luck.
Drac?
Yeah? You want to play the heavy for a criminal?
I'd love to take down the worm.
Don't be stupid. It's invincible.
Did that ever stop me before?
So you're the human Pathfinder. You look different from the pictures I saw.
You probably saw pictures of my dad.
Your dad? You replaced him as Pathfinder?
It's a long story.
Haven't really kept up with Nexus news. Enough trouble to occupy me here.
Scavengers?
Amongst other things. You seen the Flophouse yet? That's where they get together. 80% shacks, 100% trouble. I'll give you the nav point so you can avoid it. Or not, as you choose.
Have you had much trouble with scavengers at the colony?
Not yet. They're not that stupid. A bunch of squishies against 100-odd Krogan? Give it a little time. Resources run low, they'll get desperate, and who knows?
Tell me more about the Flophouse.
It's a loose collection of shelters where some scavenger gangs gather. They knock each other around, drink, and then when they're all riled up, run raids. And if you get close when they're hungry, well, that's how I lost a liver and gained a limp.
Thanks. This information will come in handy.
Just trying to help. Be careful out there, Pathfinder.
Morta says we don't answer to anyone. can't believe the terminal has gone missing. Hello. I noticed you were listening. Is it because you're a fan of the Krogan genius, Dr. O'Keir? I'm frantic because a terminal with all his research was accidentally sold to a junker.
No. Maybe? What was on it?
His work regarding Krogan physiology and the genophage was advanced. I was his protege. Or, I was acquainted with his protege.
Anyway, it's encrypted, but it would be bad if it fell into the wrong hands. I can give you a nav point and the name of the scavenger I accidentally sold it to.
You talk about Dr. O'Keir like I should know who that is.
Dr. O'Keir was on the leading edge of Krogan genetics, and possibly curing the genophage.
And not using the slow genetic mutation approach the Initiative has invested in.
I had a collection of his research. I hope to cure the genophage in the colony.
Send me the nav point and the terminal identification.
Done. I hope it's still on the planet. The junker was aggressive.
Thorn's back.
Where was he this time?
Wouldn't say. Probably out picking weeds again.
Any luck out there?
Got a few shuttle cards out by
Pathfinder, when you travel, do you meet many Angara?
Sometimes.
Have you met one named Lieta?
I don't think so. Why?
She was a salvager, made runs to Elaaden all the time. When she landed, she would always stop here first. We climbed the dunes together, took in the view, talked for hours. Lieta had a hard time in this heat, so I said I'd make her a cryo bracelet.
I bet she appreciated that.
I never got the chance to give it to her. One day, she just stopped coming. I don't know where she is, if I'll ever see her again.
You think something happened to her?
She could have taken a new job. Maybe she was sick of Elaaden. But if there's even a chance she ran into trouble, I can't stand not knowing.
Tell me more about Lieta.
She's adventurous, optimistic. Her jokes could make a Krogan blush. In a place like this, she stood out. I think she'd stand out anywhere.
I could track her down for you. Make sure she's okay.
There's a salvage runner at the Paradise. She might know something.
I would like that. If you find her, will you give her the cryo bracelet? Tell her she can use it to visit me again. Thank you, Pathfinder.
You seem different from the other Krogan.
My father called me a Solarian in a Krogan body. Supposed to be an insult. Joke's on him, though. I like Solarians.
Sounds like Helios was an easy choice for you.
New galaxy, new life. Not interested in being a merc like my father, or battling it out on Tachanka. I almost didn't want to be packed into cryo for the journey. Wanted to see the whole thing.
Would have been pretty lonely.
Never been bothered by loneliness. The views would have been worth it.
What are you doing up here?
Looking. Back home we didn't have time to just stop and look.
Is life that different here?
It was all about survival. Here we don't have to fight so hard. Of course, the older ones still think they have to fight. Maybe it's just in their blood.
They'll come around.
I should get going. Look ahead. The scavengers dug into the sand.
That thing's remnant for sure. Those are some pretty crazy rock formations.
We've reached the nav point provided by Dr. Ganal. The Krogan terminal should be nearby.
Okay, eyes peeled, everyone. Let's get in and get out.
This is the active terminal. Initiating download. Hostile shuttle incoming.
How's it going, Sam? Come on! How big are those files?
Unreasonably large. Also, this terminal holds 15 exabytes of data, and I have no way to gauge what is important.
Damn. Should have thought of that.
Download complete. You may leave now.
Easy for you to say. Can you tell what's in all that data? Better have been worth almost getting killed.
Much is encrypted. However, a few phrases stand out. Krogan super soldier, pure Krogan, and tank bread.
Interesting. Send me a report of what you can decipher.
That'll show.
Pathfinder, this technology was built by the scavengers. Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
So this is where the worst of the worst gather.
Elaaden will never be a safe place to settle unless they're gone.
Then let's get them.
This place is a den of scum. Keep your eyes open.
You ever hear the saying, honor among thieves?
Yeah, but I don't believe everything I hear.
Outlaw spotted. Absolutely.
Nice work. We've got targets!
Disable the alarm before it attracts reinforcements, Pathfinder. Incoming shuttle, Pathfinder.
Gotta do something, kid. Can't let these scavengers murder those people.
We should get to that site as soon as we can.
Alarms disabled, Pathfinder.
These constructions are ours. I think this is one of our failed mining outposts. Pulling out some fancy moves.
Hydra spotted!
Reinforcements will arrive soon.
Locked. They must have barricaded themselves in. What now?
If we can find a security terminal, I may be able to attempt to bypass the locks with it. Alarms disabled, Pathfinder.
I'm just saying, there's too much remnant here. Feel like I'm always being watched. They're just hunks of metal. I think there's something controlling them. Something out there, watching and waiting. Okay, you've been out in the sun too long, buddy.
That's one. It's locked.
Security must be disabled to open this door, Pathfinder.
Shake 'em up.
You crazy? There's a Krogan in the Pathfinder's crew, and who knows what else? We wouldn't get within 20 feet.
Almost there, Pathfinder. Just one more console to disable the door.
Let's see you deal with this.
There. Security disabled. Anything else, Sam?
No, Pathfinder. You should have access to the storage closet now. Reinforcements will arrive soon. Incoming shuttle, Pathfinder. Alarms disabled, Pathfinder. I can bypass the command center's doors from here, Pathfinder. Please try to remain within range of the console until the process is complete.
They found us.
Bypass security. You can now enter the command center.
Ventra's injured!
Alarms disabled, Pathfinder.
We're done.
Oh, this should be fun.
I think this console opens a door to a nearby bunker.
What are we waiting for? Let's go find it.
There. Let's hope that stops them.
She's not that stupid or careless. She controls our water. She controls us. She won't lead us to it.
Had a thought. You think Amia has info about her water source in her office?
The one by the docks. Security's insane. We'll never get in there.
Just trying to find an alternative to combing the wastes.
Hey, did you make sure comms aren't set to wide broadcast?
What? Ah, shit.
Huh. Comms just went dead.
All of the colony's water comes from Ania too. The deal works right now, but it may not last.
The vault's active. A terraformed Elaaden will have surface water.
Terraforming is a slow process, Pathfinder. The scarcity of water presents an immediate obstacle to any attempts to settle.
And the Krogan are already here. This could quickly become a problem.
Worth investigating, then. Those scavengers talked about security around Ania's office. I bet there's something there.
Anything yet?
We've got targets!
That's it. Shaman will handle the rest.
I can't believe the terminal has gone missing.
Thank you for bringing me the data. Now I can continue the work of Dr. O'Keir. The Krogan will be great again.
Okay. Let me know how that goes.
You know, in a few years, we might even get rain.
Been out of the Sea of Ataraxia? Pretty wild out there.
Get this trash out of here.
Pathfinder, you're back.
I set the lure. We should be in business.
Good. I already filled Varka in.
I don't like it, but I won't back down from a challenge.
Gren's another story. He refuses to fight with Varka.
I'll talk to Gren. He'll come around.
Ha! Good luck. Coward's afraid my fighting will make him look bad.
I don't think he'll listen to an outsider, but it's worth a shot.
Get away from Morna.
It's Gren, isn't it? I'm the Pathfinder. There's a right of union waiting for you.
I told Kordic, and now I'm telling you. I won't do it.
Varka already agreed to the right.
Don't care. I'm not fighting with that arrogant sack of rocks.
Help me out here, Drac.
Kid, you have two choices. Charge into that arena, or listen to Varka call you a quadless coward for the rest of your life. So you're ganging up on me too? Any chance you'll just give up and leave me alone?
You had to be stubborn. Now you're stuck with me.
Thought so. Fine. If it gets everyone off my back, I'll perform the rite. But I don't trust Varka to fight fair. The second that fiend is dead, she'll gun for me. I need a third party to keep her in check. Someone neutral, like a Pathfinder.
Me?
That's right. I don't fight unless you do.
What about my squad?
No squad. Just you, me, and Varka.
Guess I don't have much of a choice.
Pathfinder, turns out that fiend you lured was female. Brought two males with her.
You gotta be kidding.
Now this is a fight. 3 fiends. They'll be talking about this for years.
You're a tough one, Varka. Couple of those bites should have killed you.
Almost did. Your quick shooting saved my hide.
Yeah, well...
Was that a compliment I heard?
Don't look so smug.
You're pretty impressive yourself, Pathfinder.
Too bad you're not Krogan. You'd make a good warlord.
Warlord Ryder does have a nice ring to it.
Ha ha! Spoken like a Krogan. Been working on those pointers you gave me.
It shows.
You let him ship off to Kadara? What were you thinking?
It was his choice.
No, his life isn't the only one affected. I'm leaving. No way this colony will make it.
They'll kill you for a tire if it's the right size.
Just
Heard
scabs.
Sloan, Kadara is hiring.
We ought to check it out, actually. See if we can get in on the action.
I'd rather stay here, thanks.
You call yourself Krogan?
You don't have permission to approach Morda.
Looks like they're finally getting along.
We pulled it off.
No, you pulled it off. This was a tough situation. Would have turned out a lot different if you weren't here.
I'm here to help, even if it means taking on 3 fiends at once.
Glad you have our backs.
How are things in the colony? Any trouble?
None. That's the problem.
How is that a problem?
Krogan needs something to fight. Give us an enemy, and we're happy. If life gets too easy, we'll find an enemy. Usually, each other.
What does a shaman do exactly?
I counsel, oversee the rites, record history.
So you're like a religious leader?
More like a teacher. It's easy to ignore tradition here. I make sure that doesn't happen.
Living on Elaaden can't be easy. You're doing pretty well.
Survival is one thing. Now we need to thrive. Back home, we were scattered across the galaxy. We're still learning how to build a society, grow roots.
That kind of thing takes time.
And a change of attitude. We'll get there.
I should get going.
Right.
Don't have permission to approach Morga.
Been out of the Sea of Ataraxia?
Hey, kid, don't forget we need to find information on Ania's water source. Her office is probably a good place to start.
I'm gonna mess you up when we get out of here.
Yeah? You mess me up, you're never seeing those star charts again.
Data inconclusive.
I have my star
Find a
charts right
different
here.
one.
I'm gonna peel your
Got
skin
it.
off.
I'll add it
and
to my
feed it
database.
And I hid those charts. You kill me, who's chance for leaving this house?
Wow. Be careful around that one, Ryder. Interesting.
Scrap. Let's get out of here.
Fascinating. Strange. Data's not coming through. Try another one.
When Ati tear you apart,
Thanks, Ryder. That should be enough. I'll analyze this and let you know what I find.
Does this seem cool?
Gonna enter the circuit?
Cooler, right?
Yeah. Think you can win?
They don't know my father has guns.
but I wouldn't give them.
I think this is Ania's office.
I'll watch for guards. You check out the security.
As expected, it's locked.
A scan should tell you how best to proceed, Pathfinder.
I'm gonna mess you up when we get out of here.
Yeah, you messed me up. I've never seen you.
Not a scavenger, Ryder.
Got the code for the office door.
Let's get what we came for before someone sees us.
underground lake. That's where she's getting her water. Got the nav point. Let's get out of here.
Really is something.
Rider, worm.
Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
That's a lot more water than I was expecting.
wonder what the Remnant builders' plans were.
You come to my home without even a hello, and now this? Poking around my private rooms, robbing me?
Hey, I didn't take anything. Left every single drop of water where I found it. Count them if you like.
Very glib. Do you know why I do this? My brother tried to help your people when they first came here. He showed them where to find shelter, allowed them to take freely from our water tanks. He was killed for his trouble. I won't be as foolish as Asgar.
Don't you think you're headed toward the same fate by restricting access to a necessity?
If I die, so do they. There's not enough surface water on Elaaden. These scavengers respect no one. Not me, not you. But they do respect the planet. As long as they need me to survive, they live by my rules.
You want me to forget everything I've seen?
Exactly. You say nothing. You allow me to protect myself and my home how I want.
You expect me to do this just because you asked nicely?
Your Nexus needs resources to survive. Elaaden is rich in those. What I gather, I will share, just so long as Elaaden remains mine.
How long have you known about this water?
Asgar and I found it years ago. On a mining expedition, the Remnant nearly killed us. I knew, even then, that I wanted to keep it a secret. It gave us an advantage. It took time to convince Asgar, but he came around eventually. I made him promise.
You have a deal. I'll say nothing about what I found here.
You've made the right choice. In return, I'll share the resources I gather with you. I'll leave whatever I can spare in my office. Think of it as a tithe.
Stay out of its way.
What the hell is that?
Analysis shows it's a remnant abyssal. Locals call it the Worm. Non-hostile and impervious to weaponry. However, I advise keeping your distance.
Good to know. really struggling. Tempest, this is Ryder. The Nomad broke down in the middle of nowhere. We're stuck out here. Could use a pickup.
Sure thing, Ryder. Just let me... Oh, that's not good.
What happened?
Not sure. Problem with one of the thrusters. You'll have to hang tight while we figure out what's wrong.
Great.
Hello there. Looks like you could use a boost.
Who the hell is that?
Vehicle trouble. Gotta be careful in these parts.
Yeah, 1 minute we were driving, the next we were dead in the sand.
I've seen this before. Pretty common out here. What with all these scavengers. I may have just the part you need to get you up and running. I'll give you a nav point to my camp. It's just around the bend.
We're in the middle of nowhere. How did you just happen to see us?
There'll be plenty of time for questions at my camp.
I think we'd better stay with our vehicle.
Suit yourself, but you won't last long out here without wheels. I'll be by my ride if you change your mind.
How's it going over there? Can we get a lift?
Gil decided to make some adjustments while we were docked. The ship's grounded until further notice.
Ryder, it's Gil. Sorry about this. Thought you'd be gone a while, and yeah.
This is why we have protocols, Gil. Maintenance is scheduled.
If you'd come down and help me.
Someone needs to turn the key, so to speak.
Patience is a virtue. Or something.
Great. Now the console's blinking red.
Did you try turning it off and on again?
Don't you think that's the first thing I'd try?
Hey, don't get testy. I'm just trying to help.
Something's up with this guy.
Components are scarce out here, but this board should do the trick. My backup. Just swap it out with your old one. She should start up good as new.
How can you possibly know this is the board we need?
Okay. I'll level with you. Maybe you couldn't tell from my fancy suit, but I'm a scav. Same as any other out here. Except I'm better with my hands than most. Even built a special EMP. I push a button, it fries any vehicle that gets too close.
You don't say.
Then I strip the vehicle and, dispatch anyone who doesn't want me to strip said vehicle. Quite the racket.
Wait, so you fried the Nomad, and now you want to kill us?
Well, when you put it like that, sure. But I had a change of heart when I realized you'd probably crush me.
Damn right.
Figured I'd offer what I can to help get you back on your way. No fuss, no muss, and no hard feelings. For a price, of course.
Seriously?
Yes.
Do you pull this scam often?
I don't usually wait long enough to talk.
The dead go all in, so consider yourself lucky.
We need that board. And I can't let you keep doing this to people.
If not me, someone's gonna profit. But suit yourself.
Let's collect that board and get out of here. I bet he has a whole case of these somewhere.
I've had enough of being stuck.
Let's give it a try. It worked!
Ryder, I've analyzed the scans you sent me. I found something odd. Each scavenger's neurons were firing at an abnormal rhythm.
What does that mean?
It's only a theory, but I think some people are more susceptible to complications that can happen during the cryo process. Their neural paths were altered in cryosleep. It's not curable, but I've developed a serum that should subdue the symptoms. I left it at the Paradise. When you pick it up, I'll tell you what to do.
What a creep.
You haven't said anything to anyone, I hope. Don't forget to check the office if you haven't already. Left something in there for you.
You hinted at your story when we last talked. Your brother, the lake. I'd like to know more.
Feels like so long ago. We were just exploring, looking for places, scrap minerals, anything. Asgard provoked a pod of remnant, and we figured they had to be guarding something. That's how we found the lake. It allowed us to make Elaaden our refuge.
And then the Nexus Exiles came along.
Asgard felt sorry for them. They were so far from home. Most were fine, but one man wanted to know where the water was. He captured Asgard, forced him to tell, then killed him. I avenged my brother, but I learned I couldn't trust outsiders.
What that exile did was terrible. I don't blame you for not trusting us.
But now I've found one of your kind who is trustworthy. As they say, the sunrise begins with a sliver of light.
What can I buy?
I don't know. What do you have to trade? Mostly I sell water, but you should go out to the tanks if you want that.
Is there anywhere else on the planet to, I don't know, find water?
Not really. And if I don't like the look of you or you get on my bad side, then no water for you. Something I can help with?
You have a pretty good attitude for a place like this.
I've got nothing to complain about. I'm rich and no one messes with me. Most powerful woman on Elaaden.
Yeah?
I don't mean to brag, but absolutely.
What else is here?
I'm a businesswoman, not a tour guide, but I'll tell you what I know if it suits me.
You get along with the Krogan?
Everyone comes to Elaaden with the dream of leaving, except me and the Krogan. They built their colony into a sinkhole. Smart. Keeps it cool enough for them, I guess.
They have their own water?
Unfortunately for them, no. But Mulder and I get along well, so far.
Who lives on this planet?
Desperate folks, mostly. Misfits, some. Those that can't get along in the regular world. Or people willing to make a profit off that desperation.
Like you?
Careful, sweetheart. You want to keep me on your good side. There's a place they call the Flop House, eastish of here. Den of murder and misery. You should pay it a call.
What can you tell me about that derelict ship?
Ah, you came here to get killed, did ya? Scavengers are trying to pull it apart, is all I know. I don't go near their claims. They shoot on sight.
I'll look around.
I'd like to test the serum on a live subject, but we need a good candidate. Scan the scavengers and...
Okay, you didn't do anything.
Good. Tell them that when they come.
There. He's perfect. You'll need his permission to administer the serum. We won't force it on him.
You sure this is safe?
It's no more dangerous than your usual stunts.
Hey there.
Don't know what they told you. I don't have nothing.
I just want to give you this medicine. It might make you feel better.
Feel better? Haven't felt this good in years. I don't want your blasted medicine.
Your mind regressed in cryo. This will bring you back.
Bring me back to what? Scraping and bowing to the initiative? For the first time in my life, I'm free. And damn, it feels great. Just leave me alone. Leave all of us alone. We're happy just how we are.
What if your brain decays more? You can't live like this. Just take the serum.
And if I say no?
I won't make you, but you'll be making a big mistake.
You're a pain in my ass. Fine, give me the stupid thing.
Finally.
I take it, you leave me alone. Now shove off.
Not the first patient I've had who resisted treatment. Are they really happy this way?
It's their sickness talking.
Is it? I wonder. I'll monitor his progress and send you my findings. Thanks, Ryder.
Gonna get a better gun. Nice gun. Where'd you get it?
This.
Does it seem cooler to you? It's cool.
Well, well, look at you. I'm good at reading people. Want me to guess who you are?
Shoot.
A Pathfinder.
Impressive.
How'd you know?
I cheated. I run salvage to Kadara. Word travels fast there. Should hear what the Collective is saying about you.
I take it you remember.
I don't take sides. That way when a fight breaks out, I always win.
Got info on someone named Isabel Halsey?
What am I, your personal database?
You have info, I want it. Talk.
I don't know anything. I only heard her name mentioned. A group came through here to sell me that day's salvage. They said something like, Isabel's time is limited.
Is that it?
I don't get caught up in scavenger business. Bad for longevity. But if you want to find these guys, I have their nav point. Here.
Ever worked with a guy named Reyes?
Reyes? He's one of my buyers, actually. You know him?
We've met.
I'm not surprised. Reyes knows everyone. Some a little too well.
What's your take on Elaaden?
If the worm or the gang leaders don't kill you, the heat in Ataraxia will. I don't know how anyone can live here.
Somehow they make it work.
Barely. At least once a trip, an escaped slave or ex-cultist tries to bribe me for a ride out of here. Except the Krogan. I've seen New Tachanka. We'd all be lucky to have a setup like theirs.
You must deal with the scavengers a lot.
No more than I have to. Slavery, cannibalism, gang leader worship. It's enough to make my skin crawl.
Strong words from one of their customers.
I buy from them. Doesn't mean I have to like them. Might be safe here, but out there, if a gang leader wants you dead, you're dead. I don't plan to let my guard down.
You said you run salvage to Kadara. How does that work?
The scavengers come from Hell's Promise to sell me their scraps. I pay them next to nothing.
Charming. Then what?
I haul my loot to Kadara and sell to the merchants. The charlatan takes a portion of my haul, of course. I'm still sitting pretty. Sometimes I even buy water from Ania and sell it at a premium in the flop house. It's a solid life.
If you say so. What happened to the other salvage runner, Lieta?
The Angara? Who's asking?
I am.
Lieta's dealt with enough. She doesn't need a Pathfinder poking around.
She has a friend here. He wants to make sure she's okay.
Yeah? Where was he when Leanna was in trouble?
Just tell me where she is.
I don't know. Her ship was gone, so I flew her to Kadara. I didn't ask questions. Talk to Colt Dalton if you want to know more. He's the docks manager on Kadara. She had to go through him to get anywhere.
Take it easy.
Always do.
PB said she wanted to talk to you. Now orbiting Kadara.
Turn my back for 1 second. Need something?
I was told you could help me find an Angara named Lieta.
No can do.
Why not?
I was generously compensated to keep my mouth shut. I'm a man of my word. I'm sure you understand.
Why would she pay you to cover her trail?
Not my job to ask questions. She wouldn't have told me anyway. We weren't exactly friends, but she treated me like a stranger the day she left. I shouldn't be telling you this. Pretend I didn't say anything.
Either you help me, or the charlatan makes your life a lot more difficult.
You're bluffing.
You willing to test that?
Nope. I can't tell you where she went. I can't stop you from taking a peek at my doc records either. Especially if you knew the passcode is 1837.
Got it. Thanks.
I don't know what you mean.
Thanks for your time.
Back to work.
Ryder.
Jarl, the records say Lieta went to Aya for recovery. She was injured.
It must have been bad if she was sent to Aya.
What happened on Elaaden?
There's a resistance med center on Aya. That's where we'll find answers.
Ryder.
Vetra was looking for you.
Now orbiting Kadara. I'm picking up something. I'm picking up something.
No entering the med center until you're clean.
How do I decontaminate?
Ion console. Touch the start pad, it does the rest.
You're not supposed to be here.
Rorik sent me to find you. He wanted me to give you this cryo bracelet.
Rorik? I don't want it. Take it away. I want nothing to do with Rorik. With any of you.
I'm guessing that's because of what happened on Elaaden.
You know what happened?
Not everything, but I have an idea.
I was dumped by scavengers. Outsiders who left me for dead. I thought I could come to Aya and feel safe with my people. Forget what happened. And now you're here. Seems like no matter where I go, I can't escape outsiders. All of you need to just go away and leave me alone.
You were jumped by scavengers?
On Elaaden. They said they had salvage to sell. I was stupid enough to follow them. Once we were alone, they attacked. Left me for dead. Took my ship and flew off-world.
How did you get back?
I walked. 3 hours on the dunes, with a few broken ribs. Rode back to Kadara with another salvager.
I thought Aya wouldn't take anyone from Kadara.
They don't. I told them what happened and they welcomed me. Ephra took me in. He says I'm a fighter. Resistance material. I spent so long wanting more than what Angara worlds could give me. I was wrong.
You can't lose faith. Some of those outsiders care about you.
Like who?
Rorik, for one. He sent me to find you, didn't he?
You went to a lot of trouble for someone you didn't know. Why?
You ran into the worst of us, but you can't judge us all by their actions.
That sounds like something Rorik might say. Can I see that bracelet again? He actually made it.
He said you can use it to visit him again.
It'll take me some time, but I think I can do that. I know Rorik. He'd blame himself if he knew what happened. It would be better if he didn't know the truth. It's your choice, but think about it.
Vetra was looking for you.